What's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Gonna run through this trade recap from this one trade today that we took on NQ. These are the executions right here. I went in light with this on an eval. I didn't even notify anyone that I was taking this trade just because this was very, very risky. But with experience, I had confidence in this playing out, and it ended up playing out. I didn't obviously catch this news candle, but we ended up hitting a nice win before news. And we scaled out on the way. I took this on MNQ just because I didn't want to take this, on with a full con. I went in less than one con. So anyway, yeah, took this on MNQ, ended up taking a nice win before the news, and I'm going to get into why I took this. So in the Discord today, I posted the pre-market analysis, and I said that if price wanted to come into this hourly fair value gap, I want to look for longs. And the reason why was because we had relative equal highs up here with this previous day high that led into this daily fair value gap. We had these old London highs, old Asia highs, all resting at the previous day high, and on top of that, this was leading into a daily bearish fair value gap, as you can see right here. So I figured this was a strong draw on liquidity. On top of that, I noticed coming into the market that price had swept out the previous day low, and from there that the hourly was starting to trend to the upside. So I said if we had a nice fill of this hourly bullish fair value gap and we had a nice reaction, I was going to look for longs. So right at market open, we ended up having a nice sweep on NQ, and ES didn't sweep. We actually had an SMT off the lows, which I'll show you. So again, NQ came down, swept out the lows. We look at ES. ES is all the way up here. So we have an SMT off the lows. We're reacting off an hourly bullish fair value gap. We're in an uptrend. We have relative equal higher time frame highs at the previous day high, which are right next to the London and Asia highs. We're respecting a 15 and a 5 minute bullish fair value gap from here. I just have confidence in price coming up, and even just taking out this low resistance liquidity right here. So I scale down and I start looking for the highest time frame inversion. I go to the 4 minute, I go to the 3 minute, I go to the 2 minute, and I finally see this little 2 minute bearish fair value gap right here. So at this point, I'm looking for price to kind of just run through this. So first entry I just take as this candle's breaking out, and then I end up scaling in more on this pullback candle right here. So this is where I enter most of the trade. And since this is pre-news, this is at 940 or 938, whatever, I just scale out on the way up. So I'm scaling out, I'm scaling out, I'm scaling out because I don't want to be holding that close to news. So obviously my draw was going to be up here at this previous day high. But at this point, if we look at ES had already taken out, well, I already cleared the lines, but ES had already taken out all of this liquidity. So I was figuring, since ES had already taken out the previous day high at this point, it had already taken out this Thursday New York AM high, I figured we were going to see some type of bearish SMT, and then price was probably going to want to come down in the short term, which is exactly what ended up happening. So I scaled majority of the trade right around right here. I left a micro or two left in the trade. You'll see it in the trade recap. I'm going to post that in the Discord later. But I ended up leaving I think it was a micro left, and I trailed my stop below this low, and that ended up getting taken out. So ES came up, took out the previous day high and all this stuff, created that bearish SMT for the short term. Price came down, took out my trailing stop right here, and then from there, news just went absolutely crazy, huge candle, and I just said I'm done for the day. I'm not looking for anything else after that. So yeah, don't be trading before news. So again, price was trending up. We had as well a bullish SMT. So NQ actually swept out these lows over here, and if you look at ES still hasn't swept those lows. So we had a higher time frame daily bullish SMT. We swept out the previous day low. 4 hour really wasn't showing us much, but on the hourly we were trending up. We had a pull into this hourly bullish fair value gap right here. We had an SMT at the lows off the open. Again, NQ swept, ES didn't. We're reacting off a lower time frame fair value gap. We enter off the 2 minute inverse, and then we enter more on the pullback. I scale out on the way up. Again, I wanted targets up to the previous day high, but we didn't end up getting that. We ended up just scaling out, and we did, thankfully, because we would have gotten stopped out break even regardless. So my trailing stop got taken out. Again, at this point, ES was all the way up here as NQ was down here. So this created that short-term SMT, and then price went absolutely wild from there. So that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until the next one, give me a like, subscribe, check the links in my description, free Discord link in the pinned comment and in the description, and mentorships down there too as well. Again, I'm going to have the full replay posted in the Discord and everything like that. So check that out. And until the next one, I'll see you guys then. Peace.